happened? What happened here? Oh, look, everybody. All right, so that's the seam allowance. So which is the right side and which is the wrong side is what I want to know. Huh?
I don't know.
You're speechless. Well, all right, so here's the thing.
This is my first piece.
Yes, it is.
So I completely did wrong everything.
What happened to the whole professional thing you're working on?
I don't know. Maybe it was you.
All right. You can blame me. I can take all the blame in the world.
There's always not a blamer.
A scapegoat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to be that. So look, but everybody, look, Hugo has lots and lots and lots and lots of wonderful 4 patches. It's just that at some point along the way, because you were working by yourself.
All by myself.
Yeah.
You just forgot that right sides together. And honestly, even though I told you that off camera, I never said on camera, when you sew pieces together, you put them right sides together. We talked about the seams going in opposite directions, but every time you sew your fabric, you're going to put your right sides together. And I actually said it was kind of like a book. It's
No,
like,
can
Yeah.
I explain?
Yeah.
I was doing my thing here, trying to do the best way of sewing. I just took like 2 and I was like this. Okay.
okay, and you just sewed
And then
them.
something when I stopped, like how many I did? 12? No.
You're chain piecing, which is
Yeah.
what it means when it's just running through chain
And I was
piecing.
like, I think something's wrong. And then I started again, and I was looking to this one. Well, this is
Okay.
different.
Yeah, so
This
this
is
one looks good.
different.
Yeah, that one looks good. And so all of these
I
that
was
are over
ashamed-
here.
I
no,
was ashamed to
this-
tell you.
No. First of all, you can never be ashamed.
I was hiding,
No.
but they discovered.
No, don't hide them. So, all right. So, of course, normally what we would do at this point is because this really is not usable
No.
because you don't have the right side. You've got 2 right sides and 2 wrong sides. So typically, quilters would use what we call a seam ripper, and we would take that out. And I'm not interested in doing a seam ripper right now, although that is the general right thing to do. Because this project is so crazy flexible, I'm going to simply get the rotary cutter. Get ready, everybody, for this. And I am just going to trim off what you've already done. This is how flexible this project will be. I've taken this off. Now you have 2 right sides, all right? And we always put them right sides together. So I'm going to act like it's a book. Just going to close the book. Now I can match those seams.
Can I use my technique?
Yeah, you can use your technique.
So,
Okay?
well, it's not so straight, the line. So the thing is, I try to fill like you told me, but the line is not straight.
Right, but you don't have to have it straight at the other end. You only have to have it matching on the right
Okay,
side. Yeah.
that's
Does that make sense?
yep.
Because it only has to match where it's going to sew.
Oh.
So
Sorry, I cleaned. I cleaned yesterday.
you vacuumed and you moved the foot. Took all the stuff off the ground. Look at you just lickety split. All right, let's cut that because oops, sorry. I want to cut that because I want to show that you got it right, and we're not going to finish these right now. We're going to go ahead and move on with the lesson because everybody, look at this. Yay. And the fact that it is not perfect is okay. Look at that. You almost got it. All right. So now these would be pressed, which we've kind of already done. All right. And what I want to do next is I want to take these and we're going to start laying them on top of each other. So let me show you what I've got going. I'm going to take these and kind of lay them on top of each other. I'm going to take a third one, and I might twist it just a tad, and I might offset it from the center just a tad. So it's not sitting perfectly on the center.
Why you doing
Yeah,
that?
because for this project, which I continue to say is a real user, beginner-friendly project, and when we're using the rotary cutter, if you're doing this with a child, you be in charge of the rotary cutter. We could really, let's go ahead and put one more. Let's put 4 of these. That's just about the max because we've got a big bump. Feel that bump right there in the middle. Feel how much is there. And the ruler itself is not going to be able, it's going to kind of be pivoting a little bit on this. So what I want to do is I want to cut a 3-inch square out of this. Okay, I'm going to trim off all this extra, which is why we can, when we just sliced off this seam and it's smaller, we still have enough to do what I'm about to do. So I'm going to do this first for you using a 3-inch ruler, and I'm gonna tilt it just a little bit. I'm not trying to line things up. I want these to be quirky. Do you know that word, quirky?
Oh my gosh. No.
I want them to be a little bit off. All right,
Okay.
a little fun, a little bit happy.
Like a drunk?
A little drunk, that's good, yes. Yeah, just like nobody I know. All right, making sure that all of that is fitting in there just where I want it to. And I'm going to, see I'm having to press pretty
Yes.
hard here. And I'm now going to cut that side. I'm going to turn it around.
I did so good
So-
job there, and you are just...
I am the professional, just remember that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now I've got those on 2. Now I really do want to line up this line on the edge that I just did, and I'm going to do that again. Now they do make swivel rotating mats that you can have on like a turntable, so you could easily turn this around, but you can see I can do that. Now I'm matching this line, the edge, and that. And by using a 3-inch ruler now, it makes it easy. You could do this with a 6-inch ruler, the same, no worries. But I'm using a 3-inch because it's easy. And look what we've just created. We've created some happy, wonderful, fun, funky, funky 4 patches. And they are the size that we need to go forward. All right? All right, so now let's just let you do one of those. I'm going to let you switch with me. Grab 4 of those from the box and let you do some of these. You know, if you put I'm going to call it the belly button where all 4 of them come together. If you put all of those on top of each other, it's going to keep being a mountain.
Okay.
So offset them a little bit. Like take one and move it a little bit to the left. Just a little bit. About the distance of your pinky finger. You know, so that they're not quite sitting on top of each other. But one of the important things is, and let me point this out, we have this one now, this turquoise is kind of tucked back. So if I put the ruler on here and I was going to cut right here, I might not be getting this one. So you're going to have to make sure that this ruler is in a place where indeed that little bit right through there is going to get trimmed. Okay? All right, so again, the ruler is going to have to go that direction because you're going to cut away from you.
So, do I need a measure between, well,
This is 3 inches.
okay.
So as long as you just find a place to lay it, and as long as you have
Yeah.
this, and you might want to just double peek on the other side to make sure that they're all good, then you should be good to go. All right, press. Remember, this is going to be pressing harder
Yeah.
because I want both ends to come down and be flat on the mat. Very good. All right. Now you're going to have to flip it around. Yep. Very good. All right.
No,
Now you want to cut this direction. So, yep, there you go. It
3
needs-
inches.
This time you need to line the line up, and you can do it, you know, right there. And you can go left or right as you wish. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. All right. This looks great. How you feeling?
Yeah, I think it was easy, but when I think I'm doing some easy things, then I have a twist.
Yeah. All right, so now this box or this basket, you're gonna cut the whole, not the whole thing, sorry. I want you to cut most of them. Let me say 85 to 90% of them. I want you to leave some of them untrimmed. When I say some, I don't know, let's just out of this basket choose 6 or 7, all right? And those are going to be set aside.
Oh, I'll put you.
Okay, and then all of this extra that we've got going, all of this little bit, this is scrap. Now, some people will make dog blankets or dog beds or stuffing or all of this. Doesn't have to go to the garbage, but I particularly for this project over measured your beginning, so your seam allowance didn't have to be perfect, so we could trim things off later. And that's what we've done with these. So while you work on all of these, getting these all cut, we're going to do that and then come back to do the very next thing, which is to add some more fabric to these. Sounds like fun?
Yeah,
All right. What's your concern?
I don't know.
You don't have any.
It's kind of easy, but when I say easy, it's trying to something goes wrong, so it's okay.
Right. So, but you are Superman, so.
Yeah. I will try my
All right.
best.
On with the work.